everybody, and welcome. We're here for new comic book week. I have a ton of graphic novels that are releasing this week, although not as many as last week because that was a lot. And the new comic books for this week, including a ton of Marvel #1s, some good indie #1s, and a whole bunch of DC gotta-haves. Like sincerely, y'all. There's some stuff that don't have regrets about. And then after that, I've got a ton of Silver and Golden Age DC that I had not done before. It's part of the same collection that I've got ready on the board. So if you have lists for stuff, these are the titles that we're going to be doing that are on the wall behind us. You can see all of them. And then I've got some other little special things. They're not even comic books that I pulled out. I like finding vintage, really interesting stuff, including some stickers today if we have time and if my voice holds out, because I am low-key having I don't know if there's some allergies or whatever. My throat hurts. So please be forgiving of me if I go fast. All right. Do some sharing and some thumbs up and all those kinds of things. Subscribe and all those things, and I'll be right back here to sell you the things. Hi, everybody, and welcome in. We are here at Space Cadets Collection and being live on the XP and on CBSN. And we are going to be selling you new comic books throughout this week and graphic novels, and then diving into some awesome Silver Age, very affordable Silver Age and Golden Age goodies. So I see that I got my friends Burka on, and Kenneth is on, and Fragnana, and Ronnie's watching, Garcia's watching. I'm super excited to see you guys. I'm going to get started. If I take a lot of drinks out of my water, just put up with me, please. Okay. This is Poison Ivy, the G. Willow Wilson whole series, I guess. Nope, this is collects Poison Ivy 31 through 37. This series has been so awesome and gorgeous, as you can see from the art there. That one is $20. Great graphic novel. Also, you have opportunity to get Ghost Pepper, Volume 1. I forgot what this series is about, but I remember it being really good. So it says, humanity survived a monstrous threat, but the world isn't better for everyone. Every day, Loloi hits the road to deliver her delicious cooking to the masses, outsmarting her treacherous competition is staying one step ahead of the massive robots protecting them all. But everything changes when she serves a mysterious warrior named Ash, whose secrets might just save the world if his superhuman strength doesn't destroy it first. No one can save the world on an empty subject. That's this little pitch. And that one is $17. Hey, Forrest. Also releasing this week is Spawn Battle for the Throne Part 2. That one is $17. Terminator Volume 1, Out of Time by Declan Shalvey. That one is $20. Hey, Mark. Let's see, Mark Kashupski over on our other platform there. Star Trek Lore War. This is Chris Cantwell telling a really awesome story that went across Defiant, Star Trek Omega, Lore War issues, the regular main series. So it went across a whole bunch of books. This is a much easier way to read all of this. That one is $25. Great Tale. This one is Godzilla Heist. It says it was the perfect crime. They just needed the perfect distraction. If you want to do a heist during a kaiju strike, why not do it during Godzilla? This one is $22. Asmo, welcome. All right. Also available this week is All New, All Deadly Gwenpool. This one is the 1 through 5 Gwenpool from 2025, and that one is 18. Helverine. This one is Volume 2, Hell Hulk Unleashed, and that one is 16. I actually just got in I showed it on Saturday's show, but a first appearance of Helverine. I think it's Wolverine number 35. I think that's right. And Spider-Verse versus Venomverse. This one is 25. All the verses. All right, I'm going to take this off the wall so I can make us room for new comic books. Don't want to knock stuff off. Okay. Here we go. Okay. This one is, I could have read this one. Sorry. I've had a lot of our local readers love Cyberpunk 2077. This one's a new series. It's a limited series of 4 issues by Doug Wagner. If you don't know who Doug Wagner is, he is the crazy mind behind plastic, vinyl, plush, and a bunch of other really cool things. This one's Cyberpunk 2077 Chrome #1. Beginning of a new series. Let's see. I can't use that one up there. That's really full. I'm afraid I'm going to knock that off. I think I might have put too many at the top. Pablo's here. Pablo scored a great lot of Silver Age books on Saturday. Hey, Jason. Masters of the Universe. This is number 3. This is a Tim Seeley and Freddie Williams and Andrew Dahlhaus thing. Look at this cover. Look at that. It's called Battle Beast, right? I'm not just mixing that up with a different Battle Beast. Look at this Battle Beast. There you go. That's number 3. Pablo over on the Facebooks is having pork chops and fries and plantains. Yum! Yummity yum! Hey, Wiley! This one is Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, The Rite of Spring by Horvath. This is like a really amazingly twisted, thank you, Battle Cat. Battle Beast, Battle Cat. Potato. Really crazy serial killer tale where all the animals are super cute. This one is the A cover for number 5. Here is the B cover. I'm sure that is homage to some horror book. And then here is the C cover. Looks like a cool little old little golden book, I think. Okay, it is a very big Star Trek week. This one is Star Trek Lower Decks, number 15. We also have Star Trek Strange New Worlds, number 5, The Seeds of Salvation. The ship there looks like it might be underwater. I don't know what's grabbing it. Couldn't be from the space. Is there space kelp out there? I don't know. I guess it's just as likely if you have space whales. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 14. This is a really great cover by Freddie Williams. You can see all 4 turtles in the swords there. Little short swords. Do short swords have a name? Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Journey. This is the Pete Laird book. That's number 5. We had a really fun day today. I sold off the wall. Actually, no, today was the day I sold a whole bunch of Godzilla action figures. Young man came in and got Secret Wars number 8, a really great copy. Other cool stuff that I get. Yesterday was awesome. I met like a creator that was making a cool war, like a book about war ants, like red ants versus black ants, but ants doing people things like Kyle likes. And they have a video game that they're making too. He was a really cool guy.
Please tell me the book is called Warrants.
Called War Ants?
Yeah, Warrants. Like Warrant, if you Warants is Warrants.
Warrants. Oh, I don't think so.
That's a missed opportunity.
I'm going to edit the book, so I will
make him change the title.
I don't know how far they are into the having, the websites and all that stuff already. Blood and Thunder number 9. Yeah, it was a really, really nice guy, super on fire. They went into it, like, he basically came because people sent him to me because he was like talking about an independent book, and they were like, oh, if you want to know about how to go about doing such thing, go talk to Miss Jen. Which is fun. I got a fun editing job out of it. It's way better than, like, I usually edit books, and books are way longer edits. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger number 12. How about Giants? I like that name. That one's good. Hey, Terrence. This is Die number 3 from the new series called Loaded. It's every bit as awesome as the original series of Die. Oh, Aubrey Sitterson's Free Planet. This is number, well, please, somebody the sticker. 8. For fans of really cool world building, that you would like that. Okay. Put this back together with its friend. Maybe the ones I missed. Okay, no. Geiger number 20. Northerner fully appears in here. He shows up into Geiger's part of the timeline. You get to see that the Northerner has some person, I don't know who it is, that can actually send him objects through space and time, I guess, to give him what he needs. And this is the variant. It's cool because it actually goes back and tells you a little bit about his origin story again and why he makes the decisions he's making now. All right, the Cyberpunk 2077, or sorry, is that right? Yeah, 2077 number 1 comes down. And going up in its place, number 1 on this, is the end of the Dreadnought War. I will tell you, there is a huge reveal in this book that you will definitely want. Actually, there's 2 big reveals in this book you're definitely going to want. If you like anything about G.I. Joe or Transformers, I will just say, that is the A cover right there. This is the, oh, please, I'm going to put it back in this order here. That is the B cover. Really nice Destro. And the C cover. And again, there's a huge spoiler reveal in that book. Masters Universe comes off the board. Oh, please. Did Chris get the one that They order, yes. Excellent. Let's check them on. I got a customer who gets all the Scotty Young covers, and this is like a surprise one to me. This is Gunslinger number 50. This is cover A, a beautiful McFarlane cover. And there is a super cool Scotty Young. I only have one of the Scotty Youngs left. No words, just him shooting. Pew, pew. Beneath the Trees comes off the board. I really, really, really wanted to read this one. SF's going to get A. Got you, SF. And Crespo, sorry, gets the Scotty. Okay. There's Elvis's treasure. This is SF's treasure, but he already has a pile, so I'll just add it. And Brendan's on. Super awesome. All right, this is Transformers number 28. Again, like I said, I really wanted to read this one because the other EU universe was so good today. I was like, I wonder if this ties together. So there is the A cover. And here is the B. If you're just joining us, I just took down the first of the indies, so you haven't missed very much. Lower Decks comes down. I gotta get my other copy in this one. Thanks to my awesome support team of producers. I know this now. This is the third series in the Alice universe. There was Alice Ever After, Alice Never After, and then this Forever After storyline, in which she's definitely going to get drawn back in, but by nefarious means. The whole premise of this story is that she only goes over to Wonderland if she's like drugged up. And so this is, they're worried that if she doesn't go to Wonderland ever again, that everything in Wonderland would just disappear. So here is number one of this storyline. It has got two art styles in it. It's Dan Panosian doing them, but it's his normal style whenever you see them in Wonderland, and then a more normal style for when they're just like normal, real time.
There's actually a secondary artist who works on it with him, who draws part of it, and he draws the other.
Well, that makes more sense than he can do such distinct
I only learned that when Matthias called me out on the FOC show for being wrong and made me stand there in my wrongness and be wrong.
Well, and I have also been standing with you in wrongness, so solidarity. All right, Strange New Worlds comes down. Okay, this is the last day of H.P. Lovecraft, number 3 from Boom Studios. That looks really good. Any Lovecraftian fans? On Saturday when we did the games stuff, there were like 5 games that had Cthulhu in them. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comes off the board. Okay. David Pepos. Space Ghost 7. TMNT comes down. This is the next chapter in The Future is Bloop. This is number 9. Let's say I like that stuff a lot. I'm wearing my Rekka shirt right now. Rekka. I'm repping 2 companies today. I've got Rekka on, and I got my awesome Ghost Machine stuff on. Blood and Thunder comes down. Okay. Monster and Wolf number 2 drops today. There were no blind bags, because I know I had some people ask about that, like, can I get a blind bag for it? But I don't think there was any. And there are less covers than in the past. There's 2 Mark Spears only, like you have to get them from his site. And then a few other ones. I think we've got the 2 main ones here. This is an origin story for Frank. For the monster, I guess. For the monster, not the guy. This one is number 2A. Has the monster himself on the cover. And here is the B, which will make much more sense to you once you read the book. Deadly Gunslinger comes down. Our Soot-Stained Heart, number 2. Mad Cave Studios. Pablo says, any more Ghost Machine clothes or pins or other memorabilia? I can look and see what I have. If you want Ghost Machine like shirts, you can actually go to the ghostmachine.com site. They have a link there for a bunch of really cool shirts. This one was one that Danny put together for me. I don't know if you get this exact shirt that I have, because I told her that like the shirts that were on there were black and gray, and I have a bunch of black shirts and I can't wear gray, and I really wanted a red one, so she made one for me because she's dope. So if you don't like the colors they have on there, I guess you could message them and ask them for a different color.
They've added a bunch of colors to their threadless shop. So your best bet is to go to the Ghost Machine threadless shop and buy the stuff direct from them. They don't have an apparel to the direct market kind of deal.
Right. Yeah, I think these are like, they make them on demand, so I think there's not like a warehouse somewhere with a bunch of shirts. But I will keep my eyeball out for other things like that. I'll ask Danny if they've got any like pins and things laying around that I can buy for them. Die comes off the board. This is Oni's EC Catacomb of Torment number 7. Horror paired with horror. Usually there's something with something. This is horror. Super scurry. Free Planet comes down. Why is this blank? This is backwards in this box. It's so funny. And a Cruel Universe number 6. And that's more like horror sci-fi. All right, Geiger's coming off the board. All right, and I think we got all the indies done. Shown them all, just making sure I didn't have I have the last one of something. The only thing I have that I did not show is I've got Thundar the Barbarian. This is the one ash can that I got. It's just, it's $8. Sorry, I don't know. Look at it. $8 for Thundar the Barbarian. 1 per store. Ash can. I actually need to list them, but I have some Thundar action figures, which I understand are super rare. G.I. Joe, I couldn't get anyone to buy Dreadnought War number 5, despite 2 big reveals. What is wrong with y'all in indies right now? Okay. Here we go. Amazing Spider-Man Torn number 4. I've had a ton of people add this to their pull boxes, so this must be really good. It was not a series that I started, so I haven't jumped in, mostly because if I read too many books from the same universe, I tend to get them mixed up. I don't want to do that for review. And then this one is a really awesome Phil Noto cover. Which I think I met a guy the other day who said that Phil Noto is from here. Doesn't live here anymore, but it's from here. Gunslinger, 50 comes off the board. I guess I can't say you guys didn't buy any indies today. You bought Gunslingers. Okay, this one I recommend mostly for the backup story. I know that the front end story is good, but I didn't read all of it, so I can't fully recommend it because I didn't get into all of it. But this backup story here, the Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley, that goes straight into like cool anniversaries for anniversary reasons. Like it's literally the date that Avengers officially gathered. And this is a wraparound cover. It's just the A cover is wraparound. It is Avengers number 34, which is the Jed MacKay stuff that's still dealing with Kang. And that story is at the front. And there's a really big story at the back that's just so wonderful. Recommend. Transformers comes off the board. This is Battle World number 5, Christus Gage. Battle World's one of those books that sells off our wall more. See people picking that up after the fact. Alice Ever After number 1 comes down. Okay. Fresh from his ruling over Asgard comes Doctor Strange number 2. This is a very spooky cover. He's got like red eyes and everything. Red eyes. H.P. Lovecraft comes down. Okay. Dungeons of Doom has nothing to do with Valeria, despite the fact they kind of set all that up for her to take over all of everything. This takes place like immediately after Doom dies, and there's a big vacuum of power, and deals specifically with a bunch of people trying to go break into the lower levels underneath Doom's castle, in which he has hidden some very dangerous things. Sometimes things are hidden for reasons. There is the A cover for Dungeons of Doom number 1. And then I've got one Clayton Crane cover. It looks kind of like a card. Got something in his hand. Power something. Space Ghost comes down. Nola's been under the clutches of Hela. Can he escape? This is Null number 1. One must believe he does, but how? Because otherwise, why would you write a book about it? This one is variant cover by Coelho, I think, is the artist here. There's Hela at the top. Pog collection. That's probably it. Those are super dangerous. You don't want those to escape. And then Null. That's the Crane cover for it. We'll call that C. Hey, Joe. Future is coming off the board. Logan, Black, White, and Blood is really awesome. 3 stories. The last story is my favorite of them, but they're all really good and bloody. This is number 1. Logan, Black, White, Blood. Monster and Wolf comes off the board. Okay. I recommended Luna Snow from last week, I think, to a lot of people, and no one came back and yelled at me, so here I am saying this one's a lot of fun. Again, this one is Luna Snow World Tour by Greg Pak. That is your A cover. Here is the B cover featuring Jeff the Landshark. This one might be a great gift for someone that is playing the Rivals game. And here's the Rivals cover. And then this. Oh, no. I was going to say, one of the girls on here is the bad guy for this, but I don't think it's one of those. Soot-stained heart comes off the board. Psy Dimensional Rivals #1 by Peach Momoko and Stan Sakai. Rivals SF, I got you. SF, did you get to read last? The one that had her in it recently? This one deals with, I believe, one of the characters from Peach Momoko's Ultimate X-Men, who gets grabbed up and sent on a task by this character right here, who's Sai, to go and get. She's got 6 stones and needs a 7th stones. What are those stones? I don't know. Maybe there's other stones you might be thinking about from this universe. They kind of look like those. There is that #1.
Maybe there are an infinite number of stones.
There might be an infinite amount, but they only need 7. They only need 7. The Catacomb of Torment comes down. You're incredibly, ridiculously large. I found the key for me is either to do make yourself have a review show and every week with effort, I leave the store and go somewhere else so I'm not distracted and read 20-ish books. Or my advice also sounds icky, but it's not unless you are a gross person. Put them in your bathroom. Probably no one's going to bug you in there, and you could probably get away with reading a book while you're there. Legacy of Vader #12. It's a really great Kylo Ren image on there.
Less icky than Miss Jen's bathroom, but sometime a little bit harder. You could do what I do and just make yourself read 2 books every night before you fall asleep. And on occasion, you'll fall asleep and then you'll wake up with a comic on your face, but not all the time. Just maybe 60% of the time.
All right. Cruel Universe comes down. I realize now you can't do that motion anymore without teenagers giggling. All right. More awesomeness. So much awesomeness. Ultimates #20 for those of you that really loved and read the Ultimates or the Ultimate Endgame and then the Ultimates that tied to it. This one is every bit as important. Really great storyline. And there is a reason why every single character on this is Nick Fury. And then also there is the reason why you want it. Could that be Vision? Yes, it could be. And he is what the whole story is from his POV, by the way. And then, so it's a B cover, and here is the C cover. Just a great look at the maker. Hey, Michael. You may end up with a bent comic book under you. Yeah, if you roll over in the middle of the night. Yeah, that could happen. All right. And
well, no, because when it hits your face, it usually wakes you up.
Usually. You guys have no idea how many times literally a night while I read a novel before I go to bed. I'll micro nap. It's I always read a lot of mysteries. So I'm thinking real hard about what I just, you're reading it and you're oh, wow, I wonder what that means. I wonder if that is and the next thing you know, you're whoa. Well, now I got to read this page again. I don't remember where I am. And you're I'm thinking about it really hard. And then you're, You guys do that? And you're like, I'm never going to be able to get done with this one page. But keep reading it. All right, Shadows of Tomorrow, Uncanny X-Men. This is Gail Simone returning to the series that was killing it before the Age of Revelation, and it's killing it now. Part of the Shadows of Tomorrow storyline. This is Murder Me Mutina, the sequel, where she shows up at the safe haven for mutants and starts creating some real paranoia. And this one is the B cover. That is a really beautiful cover. Look, it's Rogue and Gambit split card. Justin says, I can't tell me how many times my wife has found me passed out on the couch with a comic in your lap. Yep. That's living the life right there. All right, we're done with the Marvel books. And moving on to DC, here's the first of the Marvel books coming off the wall. That is Spider-Man Torn. Crazy cool B cover. I got you. And Seth grabs that. By the way, if you're ever on a show and you think that I'm talking to myself, I've got 2 streams kind of going and being compiled into one here. So I could be seeing people talking to me from YouTube, for example, and you're on Facebook. So don't freak out. All right, here we go. I really wanted to read this book, and I'm sending it to you. This is Action Comics number 1094. It says Our Superboy at War. There is your A cover. And there is the B cover. Nice Chris Samney. Stanford says she was 60th in choice to be the Ultimate Avengers because of her sales skills. Her past work with Hydra kind of ruined her career. The Red Widow, Jen. That's me. Fun fact, when they had the cool Secret Empire storyline, super leaned into that. I actually asked Marvel specifically if, because of the way that they were doing their logo, where they changed the logo slightly, it had like Hydra symbols in it in the middle of the star, and then it like got bigger and bigger, and then it like all their logos had big Hydra tentacles in them. I actually asked them if we could officially change our logo for our store so that it had Hydra stuff in it. And there were a bunch of other people that did it with me. Most specifically, I remember Double Midnight did a really great one. And we changed all our logos of the store to see if people noticed. And we would like whisper to people, Hydra. We leaned into it pretty hard. It was pretty fun. Avengers comes off the wall. Joe says, so my last comics we finished were All Hail Megatron. Where'd the story go from there? Man, that has been a couple companies ago, Joe. Because All Hail Megatron, wasn't that still when it was under DW? Before IDW took it? There were some dope covers for that series, by the way, Joe. Coming up to the board is Batman and Robin at number 29. SF needs an Avengers. I got your Avengers. That's okay. I got you. And it's also okay every week to like watch the show and be like, okay, I have X amount of money in my budget. I'm going to make a decision which books, once I've seen them all. It's okay at the end of me showing the new books to be like, all right, now here's my list. And just, the boxes are right here. They don't come get them until 8 p.m., 10 p.m. So another 20 something minutes. So Court, Children of the Round Table, number 5, Magic versus Might. Oh, I forgot to take down something. I got to take down Battle World. Battle World comes down. I'm also going to take down Doctor Strange number 2. That was when it finally made it over to IDW. Very cool. All right. I'm actually going to give each one of these covers its own spot. I will tell you that once the world figures out what's on the last page of this book, it's going to sell completely out. This is DCKO number 3. That's the A cover, the acetate cover. Don't say I didn't tell you so. There is the Dungeons of Doom number 1 coming off the wall. Here is the B cover. This is, it looks like Harley Quinn beating the snot out of Lobo, whacking him with tacks. Null comes down on the board. BSF. SF, I got yours. The money tree is not blooming. I totally get you. I got you. It happens. Hey, Kyle, can you run a commercial for like 2 seconds? Do you have anything?
Sure, but instead of doing that, I could talk about this.
Perfect. I'll be right back.
All right. So everybody, tomorrow night on the EXP at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, Jay and I will be doing the Producers Live Sale, which is my live sale, which is basically me selling you my comics, which is super fun for me. But we've been working through the comics in alphabetical order. We've been working through my boxes of keys that I take to conventions in alphabetical order. And we are through the letter I. So tomorrow will be, what comes after I, the internet? J? J, K, L, maybe M. Anyhow, we'll be doing all the letters. And we're going to do something new. I talked to Miss Jen about this format last week because I thought it was crazy. But we're going to do something brand new tomorrow night that it may or may not be completely half-baked and a giant mistake financially. But we're going to try it. So who knows?
Thank you, my friend. Woo!
Anytime.
Sorry, I had like 5 cups of coffee while I was doing my reading, and I just realized I wasn't going to make it. So thank you for letting me time out for a second. And we talked about bathrooms, which made it worse. Here is the C. I washed my hands. Here's your C cover. This was Mike Del Mundo. Nice omega symbol. In the middle is Joker, who has his Joker fish. Isn't he supposed to have 2 Joker fish? I call it shenanigans. Logan comes down from the board. It's making a reminder on the phone. Did you say 8:15 Central?
I think so. 9:15 Eastern.
Got you.
So whatever that is. Is that 8:15 Central? I don't know. I have to drive 8 hours tomorrow in the car and I'm doing the show from a hotel room. So like I'm hoping that 9:15 is a good time. Oh, and by the way, I have to interview MC Lars at some point tomorrow because that is what my life has become.
You live with a life, man. This is DCKO number 3, the AEW cover featuring someone that wrestles. Thought I was broadcasting from the bathroom. I mean, that would be something, wouldn't it? And Luna Snow comes down. Dreamwave was before IDW, and they had 2 runs of Transformers. They did. Sorry, we're still in DCKO. The really cool covers. Here is the Zatanna cover by Cohen. Zatanna Cohen. If you don't use your phone reminder, yeah, I'm the same. I have to tell people, you gotta bug me or I won't remember. The side number 1 comes off the board. Okay, this is the Perillo cover featuring a warriored up Wonder Woman. Still DCKO number 3. Legacy of Vader comes down. This one is Ben Oliver Lobo. You're having a whole Transformers talk about it over on Facebook. It says, I read where Prime gave up the Matrix and Bumblebee took a crew and went back to Earth. Get to talking. I mean, you guys can talk about all you want. Ultimates comes off the board. Talk about comic books during my show. Ugh, that's the worst. Okay. This is Dan Mora's kind of like pixelated video game cover. Jason Smith says Lobo. Back there just ready to strike. I didn't miss anybody, did I? No, I don't think so. Okay, good. I feel like we're going to fill the whole wall here with DCKO now. The Uncanny X-Men comes off the board. Dan Mora goes to SF. This is a reminder for your DCKO desires. There are 2 titles that are coming out that you probably want to let me know what covers you want so that you make sure you get them. And one of them is the boss battle where you're going to get like Superman versus Homelander and etc. Really crazy idea for letting other battles happen outside of the DC universe for Omega Energy. And also the boys are all fight. The boys are all fight. And I think that's all DC kids, boy kids, I think.
Mark my words, Samantha from Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees is the new Omega.
Why not?
Because she is the most efficient killer of anybody in the field. Am I wrong?
I'm not going to fight about that. No one's going to ever believe that she's dangerous. That's for one thing. She's just way too cute.
This is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she goes under the radar, but also she has a lot of experience with causing a lot of havoc. I think this is your winner.
Yes.
I'm giving 3-2 odds.
3-2 odds. Okay. And then this is the last of our variant covers. This one is Sanford Green, featuring a very pretentious dark side cover there. That's all.
Also, for the record, the internet, we're only betting gummy bears. We cannot bet actual money. I'll give you 3-2 gummy bears.
3 to bear gummy bears. That seems like good odds. Action Comics comes off the board. Actually, I'm going to put those in this box. Keep all my DC separate for them. Then I'm going to take down... Oh, I can put this up. This is Green Lantern Corps number 12, the Corps Collide. Yeah, but in silence, she can't battle. Well, I guess so. There's never any open fighting with her, huh? Bringing up things. All right, Batman and Robin comes down. This is Supergirl number 9. There is your A cover. And here is the variant cover by Marguerite Sauvage. Rock it out. What's the current conversion of gummy bears to Sour Patch Kids? Oh no.
1-to-1. Because
to
Sour Patch Kids are just tall bears.
True.
Like, they're not as thick as a gummy bear. They're taller. So, like, as opposed to football player gummy bears, Sour Patch Kids would be basketball players. So it's 1-to-1.
Michael Stanford says he's got 3,500 Transformers comics since the original run. That's incredible. I got you, SF. SF's claiming some Supergirls. Girls. Court comes off the board. This one's Wonder Woman Black and Gold, the 2026 special. Nice big thick book with many, many stories in it. Love them. All right, DCKO comes off the board. Do not say I did not tell you so. And then I had one left. I didn't have the little backboard for it, so I missed that I got to pull it. This is the one DCKO tie-in this week. It's Aquaman 13, and I have one copy of it left. I guarantee you that people are going to come in tomorrow and be like, where's your Aquaman? Smarty Batardis are adding everything DCKO to their lists. All right. If you've had your eyeballs on any of the awesome DC books that have been on the wall, please let me know and I'll get straight to them. The Aquaman goes. Now I have none copies. See how that works? None copies. I have a local customer that I adore named JJ. He is he does like really high-end hair, like $600 to $1,000 hair. And he came in today and I was like, you know that books don't come out till tomorrow, right? Because he's like on it all the time. And he's like, oh, I just need to have something to like fill the gap.
What do you think you would charge to shave my head?
I don't know. He like if he knew we were friends, he'd probably just do it.
Nope, I want the full price. I want to have the most expensive head shave I've ever had.
He looked delightful.
So I need to claim a DCKO and then yeah.
You just cause?
Well, yeah. I'm real worried that my Baltimore LCS didn't get my pull list update and put it on there.
Oh, okay. Well,
so there's an entire possibility that I won't have it. And I was very scared.
I'll take it out if you already have one.
I was very scared that I will miss it.
Jeremy Adams writes the best event tie-ins also. Yeah. Wow, Michael, that's incredible. I had a guy for a long time that would come on to every show and ask if I had G.I. Joe, the original run stuff, because he was trying to put together like many, many perfect groupings of them. That was tough. SF will shave your head for 10 gummy bears.
That's not a good deal.
And Nava will give you an expensive head shave, no problem.
No, I've always wondered, like, if I went to like a high-end salon with my hair and was just like, okay, do the one thing you can do with it, what they would charge me. Because like I'm one of these guys, I go to like the hipstery barber shops and get it taken care of, with dudes with curly Q mustaches, and I have a great time. But like if I went to like on Rodeo Drive in LA.
You know who gives a good head shave? go to Sports Clips and get their like full package where they like give you the warm cloth and give you the head massage and all that, neck massage.
That's what the hipsters do, except I get to listen to better music.
Just put your ear pods in, I guess.
Or last time I went to the place I'm going in Baltimore, I got to watch Godzilla, the original.
Now, okay, that's cool. If you can pick your own, whatever. You have to watch sports if you go to the Sports Clips.
Right, like Godzilla, way better than sports.
All right, I know that someone asked me today if I was going to put up the rest of this DC stuff. So, does anyone have any preference? I've got Justice League of America. I've got the strangest sports stories and other kinds of interesting stuff. I may have actually gone through these on Saturday a little bit. I know I went through the Mystery Space then. I've got Batman, the Superman I've shown, Superboy I've shown. I've got Metal Men and some other things. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. Adventure Comics, I know we've never shown. The Action Comics, I'm pretty sure we've never shown. And I've got World's Finest up there. Is there anything specific? Second and third printing of the first 9. That's craziness. The original, then good job. Okay. While we're waiting on that to see if anyone wants to do that, I'm going to show you some crazy stuff that's not comic books at all, but you guys might want it. I will tell you that these say that they're small, but this is a really big small, y'all. Like this is a me. Oh, it's not going to be up here. Here's a me, and I usually wear small. This is more like a really big medium. So I have got, this is, I don't know if you recognize that symbol, but this is Invincible Omni-Man for $20. This is a gently used clean t-shirt. Hard to find. Do I have TF number 1 graded with Prime on the cover? Are you asking me or are you talking to collectible peoples? I think you're talking to Michael. And then I also have same size Invincible with Invincible on the back. Also $20. And then I've got a bunch of other cool tchotchke things, including stickers, Care Bear stickers, and all that kind of stuff. But meanwhile, I'm going to go through something I know we haven't done. Let's go through World's Finest. Is everyone ready? All of these are kind of like red condition books. These are not prime condition books, but just know that when you're going in, I priced them that way. I did not price them like they were mint grade books, but they're super fun reads. World's Finest number 110. This is a 10-cent book, so Golden Age goodie. The Alien Who Doomed Robin. That one's 15. Number 124, Mystery of the Alien Superboy. That one is 15. Number 129. This one's got some bits missing out of the cover. Joker Luther Incorporated. That one's 10. No, totally talk to Mike. That's fine. I was just making sure I wasn't supposed to answer. Number 130, The Riddle of the Four Planets. That one is 15. Number 131, Mystery of the Crimson Avenger. And that one is $10, featuring a very plumped up Batman Superman. Number 134 is 10. What was that? Super length Superman Batman story. Number 136, The Batman No One Remembered. That one's 10. Number 138 is 10. $139, The Ghost of Batman is 15.
That Ghost of Batman is a homage.
Of?
It's an homage to an early Shelley Moldoff.
Ooh.
Where Batman was a giant bug.
Yeah, you ready? Number 142, Origin of the Composite Superman. It's a little bit of everything. That one is 15. Number 144, The 1001 Tricks of Clayface and Brainiac. $10. Number 145, Prison for Heroes. $10. 146, Batman Son of Krypton is, I'm sorry, $10. By the way, I just announced it on Comic Book Shopping Network, but I'll start posting it other places. I just didn't want it to be confusing with my other shows. On Saturday night, after I close up and finish my booth at the Houston Money Show, I'm going to be selling all of our stores video games because we had this incredible estate come in, but we don't sell video games. We're selling video games right now, but we don't sell video games at half price. Half price. So you should show up because we already marked them lowest on the internet. And almost all of them, they're all owned by an adult, or all were owned by an adult. And almost there's a whole bunch of sealed ones, and the ones that aren't sealed are minty anyway. Number 147, The Doomed Boy Heroes, 10. 152, The Colossal Kids. Oh my gosh, this is the worst. I'm going to read what this says. I'm not making this up. It says, "Chin up, Superman. Be glad it's my finger and not my fist." He's whacking him in the neck. That is $8. 162. The Pawns of the Jousting Master. That one is 8. 168 is 8. This one says, "And I'll polish off the real Dick Grayson." Number 190, The Fantastic Superman Superman Transplants. That one is 8. Number 191 is 7. 194, Inside the Mafia Gang, 8. 213, Superman and the Atom, $8. Uh-oh. All right, just wash it off. Yeah, I don't have hardly any later issues G.I. Joe right now. I have another person that's local that's been buying up that late stuff. Rory, howdy, seat. Number 215, Saga of the Super Sons is $7. All right, is anyone interested in this cool Silver and Golden Age? Please let me know. If not, I might beg for my crazy throat. It's so hurt right now. I want to go home, stop talking. But yeah, do put it on your calendars for Saturday show that we're going to be doing half off all of our video games. Really great stuff. It's mostly Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3 for a little bit of. Is there 5? I don't know what. I'm not really a video game person, except for I play Candy Crush. It's my favorite thing. What else can I tell you? Oh, Thursday's show is going to be some really fun stuff, including a bunch of really hard to get horror. It also includes all of the runs of Fire and Stone, which was a series that went through Aliens, AVX, Prometheus. There's one more, and then it does have the Omega, which is like the finishing up of the series that everyone tries to hunt down. So really fun, good stuff that came in a collection this week. Any more? Oh, Brave and the Bold. Let me see if they're stuck in anything. What's the possible titles that might have Brave and the Bold stuff in it? Batman's one of them. Justice League won't have any Brave and the Bold, right? I have a coverless Justice League of America #1, which is kind of awesome. I've got Metal Men. I've got Showcase Metal Men. Here, I'm going to do these real fast. First appearance of Gold Kryptonite. That was kind of cool. Now I'm sure I've got Brave and the Bold that's not in these. I don't see any more up there. Hey, Theodore. All right, I'm going to show you some other books that are in this pile. I do have a giant size Disney DuckTales #1. This one is kind of a mid-grade copy for $15. Cash, you did. Missed. Oh, the Batmans of the. Are you talking about the Silver Age stuff? No, I can totally go through those if you want. Got Sugar and Spike #88 for $5. Jerry Lewis #110 is 10. House of Secrets #72, Revolt of the Morlou is 10. I'm skipping the stuff that's real beat. Mandrake the Magician #6 is $5. That was the fun other things that were in there. All right, you want to do straight up Batman? The Batman are the same condition as all the rest of the books in this collection. They have been well read and loved by the family they came from. This came from one of the brothers that collected and read them. So nothing mint. All right, Batman #151. Batman's New Secret Identity is 40. Number 150, Robin the Superboy Wonder is 30. Good night, Pablo. Batman #183 is the second appearance of Poison Ivy. This one is 20. Number 220, The Murder Has Been Pre-Recorded. That one's $20. Number 233, also this is a giant, number G85. That one is 10. Number 201 is $10. Number 152 is the first False Face Society. That one is $30. Number 157, The Hunt for Batman's Identity and Villain of the Year. That one is 10. Cash, is this the stuff you were thinking about? Just making sure I'm giving you the right stuff. Batman 223. This is also Giant 273. Or sorry, G73. That one's 10. Michael says, he'll be signs if you win the lottery. Yeah. Batman 161, Special Mad Hatter Adventure. Batmite is also in this. I actually learned something today. Someone was talking about Batmite, that there was another for Superman recently. He had his version of Batmite, that this is like a kind of like the angel on your shoulder from the fifth dimension. I think it's fifth dimension, if I'm right about that. So I did not know that was what Batmite was. This is $15. Batmite. Cool. Number 163, Batgirl and Batwoman 2. This one's got a bunch of Jokers. This one is $25. Number 147 is the first appearance of the Bat Baby, and that one's $20. Missing a little chunk. 145, Son of the Joker. That one is $75. Number 218, which is also G67. That one is $10. Cash says 163. Cash, have you filled out paperwork with us before? You only have to do it one time on my show, but if you could fill out the paperwork, so I have a way to send you information about the shows for other ones. Like, this is the last show for this week, but for future shows, you can have all my information. Number 144 is $20. There's their form. We just posted it in the comments for you. Perfect. If you can just do that real fast.
It should also be in the description of the video.
Oh, perfect. It's a real simple form. It's just like name, email, address. Batman 159. This is the great Clayface Joker feud. This one does have a little chunk out of the top, and that one is $20. Batman Annual number 4. This one's missing its top little section there. That one's $15. Batman 140, Eighth Wonder of Space. That one is $30. Got a nice Batwoman on there. Number 165 is $20. $168, first appearance of Mr. Mammoth is $25. He's getting knocked right out the window. That's some good follow through, right? If your arm is still going out the window, if you've knocked him out. Number 178, the Racketeers, $20. Number 167, 0 Hour for Earth is $10. Giant Batman Annual number 5. A bunch of Batmans here. Giant Batman, Zebra Batman, Phantom Batman, Rip Van Batman, and Merman Batman are all part of this book. This one's $20. Hey, Thomas. Batman number 219, Death Casts the Deciding Vote. That one is $15. Number 162, Robin's New Secret Identity, and also the Batman Creature. That one is $15. Number 149, this one's cover is completely off the book in the front. This one is just $10. Batman Annual number 3 is $10. Mad Hatter, Two-Face, Mirror Man, Human Firefly, the Joker. Thanks, Cash. I'm going to send you some information right after the show. Went to pay. Are you under Space Cadets? It's Space Cadets Collection. Space Cadets collection on PayPal. Okay, any other sections? I have Superboy, Superman, Mystery in Space, Justice League of America, Metal Man, Superman's Pal, Jimmy Olsen, Adventure Comics, Action Comics, World's Finest. Otherwise, I might call it a little bit early today. I'm fighting my throat hurts really bad maybe I just talked too much today. It's possible. Usually I go all the way to 9 o'clock, but maybe no today. For everybody that bought from us this week, we are doing all our invoices tomorrow, probably around noon. Any very early JLA. I've got a coverless number 1 and then other early ones. Let me show you the coverless one real fast. Where's all my coverless stuff? I'll probably stick it right here. Sometimes put my boxes out here. I put it somewhere in here. Where are you? Oh, here there. I'll show you what I got for JLA. So, Cash, I have JLA number 1 from 1960. Coverless book for $125. I think that's all the coverless ones I've got, except for some Batman stuff. Like I've got a coverless Batman number 133, which is the first appearance of Kite Man, first Batmite in a title. That one's $15. Coverless Batman 135 is $5. Batman 141 is the second appearance of Batgirl, $15. Batman number 94 from 1955 is $50. Bunch of Batman annuals. Some coverless Mysteries in Space. Okay, so now I'll look at what I have down here for JLA early. Do I have them in order? Maybe. All right, they're not in order, so I'm just going to go through your JLA, okay? Justice League of America number 13 is $15. Number 11 is $15. That one's in pretty poor shape. I don't have a lot or any really Golden Age DC that is not on this board. So if all you want is Golden Age, I'll show you all my 10-cent books. Number 7 is $50. Let's see if I have any other 10-cent covers here. $12. Number 29 is cool. It's not Golden Age, but it's a good Silver Age. This is first Silver Age Starman and Crime Syndicate. That one's 100. That one's really cool. Coverless Justice League of America number 3 is $20. Number 5 is $20. Number 6 is $20. Bunch of good coverless. Wish these guys had their covers like just kind of like sitting around somewhere. No, that's all the silver. I mean, all the gold, sorry. I wish I had a bunch more old. I gotcha, Cash. I'm sorry that I don't have more. This is the thing I tell people all the time is like for every 100 collections I have come in, 99.9% of them are Marvel. And if it has DC in it, it's almost always modern. And I never get Silver Age or Golden Age. In 30 years, this is the biggest DC collection I've ever gotten. Perfect. That sounds good. You can come and get it that way. You can look through all of these. I'll have these out on the front counter because this is like, I pretty much offered them during shows and haven't. This is like really pretty specialized for what people might want. So I'll have them on the front counter to look through. All right, everybody, I'm going to call the ball. My throat's screaming at me. I'm going to put this right here for you. Perfect. All right, everybody, thank you so much for putting up with my... Yep, go ahead. Yes.
Stay tuned. In 38 minutes from now, Henri will be here, Kicking It with Henri. Yes. Another great show. He'll have some $2 books and some killer FOMO books. Then tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern, you'll have Comic Collectibles with Rex for their hour of power. Then at 9:15 Eastern, special time, you'll have the Producers Live Sale where Jay and I will be working through, I think, letters J, K, and L, maybe more letters. I don't know. In my alphabet sale where we work through the keys in my convention inventory alphabetically while I go through and re-alphabetize everything. So I'm selling it to you as I do that. Then on Thursday, Miss Jen will be back where she will have horror bundles. If I didn't dream that. Horror bundles on Thursday.
Horror stuff. I don't know if a lot of it's bundled, but.
Okay. On Thursday for What's in the Box. Excuse me. Then the Geek Chat will be here where they'll be talking about new books from this week and probably have strong feelings. Then Sketch Up with Mel and Mog is off this week as they are at Fan Expo Portland. Ooh. Then Friday morning, Matthias and I will be back. That's at 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, with the FOC show, Order Up the FOC show. Then Friday night, Nick on the Original Art Show is giving away over $1,000 in published art here on the Experience. That's Friday night at 7 o'clock Eastern on the Original Art Experience. Then Nancy McCann will be here Friday night, 9 to 11, doing Friday Night Live, where she will have vintage books and requests. Then, depending on how Jay and I are feeling, if Jay feels like he felt last Sunday, we'll cancel. We will be back Sunday night for another Producers Live Sale where I have to figure out whose faces I'm going to put Jay and I's faces on.
I want you to put yourselves on Romeo and Michelle.
I have to figure out which one is Jay. I know which one I am. Anyway, so we will see everybody around. Thank you. Stay tuned in a half hour for Henri.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you.